We are now taking you live to Queensland. We're hearing here from the Deputy Premier, Stephen Miles. They are giving an update on ex-tropical cyclone Jasper.
The Police Commissioner has deployed very significant additional resources, dozens of additional police, as well as extra vehicles into Townsville. They are on the ground now. I met with them at the Operations Centre. They are doing a great job of keeping the Townsville community safe, but Townsville is experiencing a very, very concerning crime wave. What those police in the Operations Centre said to me was that they could better address that crime, particularly stolen vehicle crime, if they had additional aerial support. And so I've been working with the Commissioner. I've asked her to bring a submission that I can take to Cabinet on Monday and seek Cabinet's endorsement of funding that additional aerial support. We've come a long way in what we can do with that aerial support for our police, and now is the time to get that support there in Townsville.
Just on something else again, Canada's Australian Party is calling for you to cancel the 2032 Olympics and prioritise other pressing issues like crime, health and agriculture. Will this be considered in your leadership?
The 2032 Olympics, the Brisbane 2032 Olympics, will put Queensland on a global stage, and places like Cairns will really benefit from that. We recently did international research about recognition of Brisbane and Queensland and our tourism icons, and it was incredibly low. Come 2032, the whole world will know about Brisbane and about Queensland, and that means they'll get to know about places like Cairns and the states far north, and particularly those incredible natural assets, the Daintree, the Great Barrier Reef. Imagine the pictures of the Coranda Sky Rail that'll be beamed throughout the whole world. And so what I would say to the Catters and others is that Queensland is good enough to do all of the things that we need to do. We can put ourselves on a global stage and support our tourism industry while we also focus on the day-to-day things that matter to Queenslanders, things like cost of living, personal safety, making sure we have the hospital services and the houses to meet our booming population. We can do all of that. They don't need to talk Queensland down. Queensland can have all of those things. The hosting rights to the 2032 Games really is a platform for us to have a golden decade of opportunity, of economic growth and of creating jobs in all of our regions, particularly places like Cairns.
How are you feeling about becoming the new Premier, and why should Queensland's trust you to lead?
Well, it's been a very big week of dealing with the resignation of our leader, while also preparing Queensland for this cyclone. Tomorrow I will seek the support of the Labor caucus, and if I get that support, I will go visit the Governor and to be sworn in as our state's next leader. After that, I intend to give a speech where I'll outline my vision for our state, my hopes for our state. I love Queensland. I'm a proud Queenslander, and I'm really honoured to get the chance to ask my colleagues for their support to lead our state. And once I've had that support, I'll have a lot more to say about what a government I lead will look like.
Senator Palaszczuk's last day today. Any message for her? Have you spoken to her today?
I haven't spoken to her today. We had lunch earlier in the week though, and we keep in touch regularly. Annastacia has been a wonderful servant of our state. She loves Queensland. If you look at the lengths she went to keep Queensland safe, working with me during the pandemic, but of course at other times over the last 9 years, I really wish her all the best with whatever she decides to do next. I'm sure it will be in Queensland and serving Queensland in some way or another.
Was that lunch a bit awkward?
No, not at all. We're very close friends.
Question from the Courier. Should you, the Premier, attend caucus tomorrow?
Sorry?
Should you attend caucus tomorrow?
Well, I'll need to attend caucus tomorrow. I intend to nominate to be their leader, and I can't do that if I'm not there. So, yes, I'll be addressing caucus tomorrow.
Is Mark Ryan becoming Attorney General, and what will the vet be then?
I'm not going to speculate on portfolio allocations. The first thing we need to do is get caucus's endorsement of our leadership team, which is Cameron Dick as Deputy Premier and Treasurer, and myself as Premier. Once we have that, the caucus will then have a chance to address vacancies in the Cabinet. We know there will be at least some, and once those vacancies have been appointed, then we will start to look at portfolios. So there's still a couple of days before we'll know exactly who is in what job.
Can I speak to Terry, if that's all right?
Of course.
Terry, just in regards to the dam that you mentioned, can you go
About approximately 1.5 metres below the spillway yesterday, and we're 1 metre over as we stand here today.
So in total?
2.5 metres by the time you add it up.
I'm terrible at maths.
Okay.
She wanted that in one grade.
Authorities are in Queensland giving us the wash-up after ex-tropical cyclone Jasper went through overnight. We also heard there from Stephen Miles, the man who will be the new Queensland Premier as of tomorrow, keeping us guessing as to how his new front bench lineup may look.